Hey fellow tankers, Mobius Y here with another World of Tanks Xbox video. This one is from the Xbox One. And this is another episode of Tanker Talk, where I discuss my various thoughts and opinions on certain aspects of the game and certain other areas of this game. Now, I do apologize ahead of time for some colorful language that's going to pop up in this video, so if you have young ones around, I recommend either lowering the volume or just waiting until they vacate. And you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second here as to why this kind of situation more or less bothers me. Keep an eye on platoon number 2. And just like that, the red team is now down 5 tanks. And it's barely 40 seconds into the game. Let's just go ahead and take another look at that. They're down 5 tanks the first 30 seconds into the game. Take a look at this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just like that, the other team is now outnumbered 3-2. I don't understand what this entire platoon was thinking, to be totally honest. I mean, if somebody can explain this to me, that'd be great, because in my eyes, what a fucking waste of time. I'm sorry, but there it is. Why spend all that time loading into the game, loading into your garage, getting your platoon together, picking your tanks, waiting in the matchmaking queue, loading into a match, just to suicide 30 seconds into the game, and then go through even more loading screens to go back to your garage and pick a new tank? Or even more stupid, in my opinion, wait for the next 5 to 10 minutes for the game to finish, and then go back to your garage. I mean, the outcome is already determined at this point, because the red team, in this case, is now outnumbered 3-2. That can't possibly be fun for the red team, because for every 2 of their tanks, there's 3 on the green team. In their case, the red team's red team, more or less. And it's not very fun for the green team either, because, as I said, they're outnumbering the red team 3-2. It's just going to be a steamroll. So I really cannot wrap my hand around the reasoning behind jumping into a game and performing these kind of actions here. It's not like they were horribly outmatched in terms of matchmaking balance or anything like that. The matchmaker is never perfect, but it's usually pretty spot on. In the case of this game here, our team did have quite a few more 10s, but it is partially due to the fact that platoon number 2 has a couple 9s and an 8 and even a tier 6 all in their platoon. And it was simply trying to match a 5-person platoon with the 5-person platoon of tier 10s on the green team. So this is not the fault of the matchmaker or anything. All the tanks in that platoon can see up to tier 10s. In fact, one of them is a tier 10. So I'm not sure what can be expected when you go into a game with lower tier tanks and you have a tier 10 with you. I mean, are they hoping for like only a couple tier 10s and the rest are pretty much all 9s and 8s? I mean, good luck with that. If that's how people try to find enjoyment within this game, then I don't understand why the fuck they're wasting their time. Pardon my language, but that's honestly how I feel about it. This screws over their team, and this makes it very not fun for the other team, because the other team can literally just bum rush in with superior numbers and take out the other team like it's nothing. Simply put. I mean, sure, some people might find this more fun because they're on the winning team and now they're up, 15-10. Oh yay, we get an easy win. I mean, sure, some people will find that fun. I'm not faulting or getting upset with people like that. What I'm faulting and annoyed with is people who do this kind of crap here, where it's right at the start of the game, let's just all go suicide because reasons that I cannot fathom. It literally makes 0 sense whatsoever. It's not like the matchmaking was particularly terrible with them, and every single one of those tanks is still a very potent threat, even in a tier 10 game, even in a heavy tier 10 game such as this one. So I really don't understand what the logic behind this was and what the logic behind it is whenever I see it. So I promptly did what I usually do whenever I see this kind of crap going on. I open up their gamer tags right away, muted and blocked them immediately, because not only do I not want to come across these people on the other team ever again, not only do I want to have any kind of communication with them whatsoever, but I also don't want to encounter them ever. I don't want them on my team so that they can drive off into a lake and suicide and put our team down tanks. And I don't want to come across them on the other team where they can do the same thing and screw over the other team and just make it pretty much unfun for the majority of people in this game. This is just total potato logic, in my professional opinion. Not that I'm a professional or anything like that, but that's just how I think about it. Spending all that time in these loading screens and just loading into the garage, picking your tanks, loading up the game, all that jazz, just to spend 30 seconds to drive your tank and go suicide so that you can, watch the game finish for the next 5 to 10 minutes? Or just go back to the garage and go through more loading screens so that you can jump in the next tank and possibly go through another 5 minutes of loading screens so you can spend 30 seconds suiciding in that too? I don't understand the logic behind it. I mean, if somebody can explain it to me, please, feel free to. I will try to wrap my head around it, but in the be-all, end-all aspect, from my perspective, there is just no sense behind that whatsoever. So, that's really all I have to say behind that. Don't be a potato, guys. Like, this entire platoon of people, I honestly hope that I never come across them. And I don't doubt that it is entirely possible that, you know, somebody associated with them or a friend of theirs or even one of these players themselves could very well come across this video and start calling me out or calling me names. You know what? I really don't give a shit. These are the kind of people, these are the kind of players that I simply put in the really don't care what you have to think or say about any subject whatsoever regarding to the game or what have you. You know, these are the kind of people, the kind of players where I literally just kind of file them in my head as a non-person. I don't give a crap what they have to say. So, whatever. If one of them comes across this, then fine. If they don't, then I don't really care. But my point still stands. Why waste your time playing the game if this is all you're going to do when you load into the game? Don't be a potato, guys. I try to put up informational vids so that you guys can do what I've been trying to do for the last 2.5 years playing this game and simply just getting better. That's basically what my focus is. And players like these are the kind of players that I hope simply never find my channel because there is nothing that I can teach them, simply put. So, rant over. Apologies for going off like that and the colorful language, as I said, but it is a subject that does kind of strongly irritate me when I come across it in game. And it is a struggle not to simply send messages to people and simply ask, you know, what the heck were you thinking? Like, what was the point in that when I see it happen? It really is. But that's it for this video. Hope to see you guys in the next episode of Tanker Talk. As always, happy tanking. This has been Mobius Y. Apologies for the rant.